Cosmic Whiskers, the celestial adventures of Jade and Gizmo. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house in the small coastal town of Maple Street, lived two adventurous felines. Jade, a plump and sleek solid black cat with eyes like emerald moons, and Gizmo, a sprightly calico with patches of orange, black, and white that seemed to tell tales of distant galaxies. They were no ordinary cats, for they possessed the mystical obsidian claw, a relic that granted them the power to leap across the cosmos. One starry night, they donned their miniature spacesuits, complete with bubble helmets and tiny boots, and activated the obsidian claw. With a shimmering flash, they embarked on a journey to explore the solar system. Their first stop was Mercury, the swiftest planet, racing around the sun. It was a barren world, covered in craters, where the sun loomed large in the sky. Jade felt the heat on her whiskers, even through her suit, while Gizmo marveled at the quick sunrise and sunset. On the scorching surface of Mercury, they met the silicoids, beings made of living crystal that could withstand extreme temperatures. They communicated through light patterns and taught Jade and Gizmo the art of solar sailing. Next was Venus, shrouded in thick clouds. The heat was intense and the pressure was crushing. They could see nothing but swirling clouds of sulfuric acid, and they quickly decided that sunbathing here would be a terrible idea. Amidst the dense clouds of Venus, the aerophytes floated gracefully. These balloon-like creatures absorbed sulfur from the atmosphere and spoke in musical tones, creating a symphony that echoed through the thick air. They returned home briefly to gaze upon the blue jewel that was Earth. From space, the planet was serene and beautiful, with swirling clouds, vast oceans, and sprawling lands. They purred in unison, proud of their home. While orbiting Earth, they encountered the Luminauts, ethereal beings of pure energy who safeguarded the planet. They shared stories of Earth's diverse life and the importance of preserving its beauty. Mars, the red planet, greeted them with dusty red sands and towering volcanoes. They explored ancient riverbeds, imagining the water that once flowed there. Gizmo chased after a dust devil, while Jade inspected a rover that had long since completed its mission. Here they were introduced to the Martians. They were a proud race of engineers who had built vast underground cities to escape the harsh surface. They were small, with rust-colored skin, and showed the cats the remnants of their once great waterways. The gas giant Jupiter was a swirling mass of clouds and storms. They floated above the Great Red Spot, a storm larger than Earth itself. The multitude of moons caught their attention, each a world unto itself. Within Jupiter's tumultuous atmosphere lived the Jovians, giants who surfed the planet's powerful winds. Their bodies were adapted to the intense pressure, and they guided Jade and Gizmo through the swirling clouds. Saturn's rings were a spectacular sight. The cats sailed through the icy particles, chasing moonlets and dancing in the ring's shimmer. Saturn's many moons were a playground of ice and rock, and they leaped from one to another with glee. Additionally, the ring weavers of Saturn were a sight to behold, spinning the ice and rock of the rings into intricate structures. They were delicate and translucent, with limbs perfect for their craft. Onward to Uranus, an ice giant with a pale blue hue. It was tipped on its side, its rings vertical, a sight that made Gizmo tilt her head in confusion. They zoomed through the clouds, feeling the chill of methane ice. On Uranus, the cryogens thrived in the icy conditions. These slow-moving, thoughtful beings were composed of methane ice and had a culture rich in poetry and philosophy. Their final stop was Neptune, the farthest planet from the sun. It was a world of deep blue, whipped by supersonic winds. But the Neptunians were mysterious creatures that swam through the deep blue skies. They glowed with an inner light and moved in harmonious schools, showing the cats the wonders of their windy world. They watched dark storms swirl and then, with a sense of accomplishment, prepared for their journey home. With the obsidian claw activated once more, Jade and Gizmo found themselves back on Maple Street, where their adventure had begun. They removed their spacesuits and settled down for a well-deserved nap, dreaming of the planets they had visited and the wonders they had seen. And so, the tale of Jade and Gizmo's planetary escapade became a legend on Maple Street, inspiring all who heard it to look up at the stars and dream of their own adventures. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe.